Just tell me honestly, how many tabs are currently open in your browser? Is it 20? Is it 30? Is it 50? This was the same condition that I was in, and I was also using different apps for chatting, a separate extension for using VPN, and a separate app for summarizing different articles. And then when I came back to my browser, everything was lost. There was no context, and I had to start from scratch every time. And now with AI coming in, there are a lot of security challenges. We don't even know when to use VPN, what is fingerprinting, and the kind of data that we supply to all these LLM models. Is it safe? Or how this data would be handled by these LLMs? We don't know. So if I tell you there's a browser in which AI is built in and not bolted on, this is more secure. Not just that, it has VPN inbuilt, anti-fingerprinting on, and you can have a lot of context set in it. And this is AI powered, AI native, built by the brand that has already been in security from past 20 years, and we all trust it already. So I've already talked about Norton Neo on this channel, and you all liked that video a lot. Now there's Norton Neo refresh that has a lot of additional features, a lot of security features that have come in, and I am here once again to showcase all these features to you. If you are new to this channel, make sure you hit that like button and subscribe to this channel for more such amazing content coming ahead. So now we are on the Neo interface, and this is how it looks like once you first come on. And I am particularly going to stress upon a lot of security features that I am amazed on. First of which is VPN, that is inbuilt within the browser. There's no separate extension that you need to install, but you can simply click on this, like this is the VPN, and you can click on whichever VPN you want to connect. For example, I want to connect to Singapore VPN, and it's connected. This is so simple. If I'll search in which country I am, just to check if VPN has been connected, so yeah, you can see it is currently in Singapore. The IP address matches. This basically encrypts all the browser traffic so that my activity remains private, also on the public Wi-Fi's across airports or cafes. Also, when I'm browsing financial sites, these are very sensitive sessions, and this VPN starts automatically, and I am saved upon any harm, any spam that could come to me. And you know, it's independently audited by a third-party security firm every year, and we already know about Norton, and this is backed by Norton, so it is one of the safest thing to do. The second thing that I found is fingerprinting. Generally, we believe that cookies are the only way through which companies or organizations track what we do or can track our data, but no, now there are so many different ways through which companies create your own profile for your device based upon the fonts that you use, or based upon your audio settings, or based upon certain other things. But now you can turn that anti-fingerprinting on. Just need to click on settings, go to security, and you can manage your anti-fingerprinting. Once you click on anti-fingerprinting, so it makes your browser less uniquely identifiable by limiting what pages can learn about your device, so tracking is harder when you browse normally. So this is something that will not let anyone know what exactly you want, and provides you the complete privacy that you need. And not just this, because Norton has built this, so security has been kept at its core, and you can find out a lot of things. For example, if there's a spam website that you come across and you put it here, you can find out that it automatically identifies. If there's a spam email that comes in and you plan to click it, you get notified by Neo. So not just security features, right? There are so many other different features. The first feature when you go to the website is the magic box. So what you can do is you can simply type in, for example, there are 3 different modes for this. One is classic, one is hybrid, and one is advanced. So how can you set these modes? If you come here, you can click on AI mode. So there are 3 modes for this magic mode. One is classic, wherein simply you search like any traditional address bar. Then is hybrid, you search first and with chat as a quick second response. And smart, it automatically searches and identifies like what kind of query it is, whether it should be a chat, whether it should be going to a browser, whether it's a website. So it automatically identifies. Now let me check out smart. So I'll just simply say, what is the best laptop for gaming in 2026? Now I've asked this question, so it has automatically understood, it has the context of what I am saying, and it started with a question answers, and I am getting the answer. It is a fully researched answer without any sponsored ads that we generally see on any browser. Yeah, so it has given us the answers. Like for example, the latest data shows that 2026 gaming laptops blend powerful RTX 50 series GPU, efficient CPUs, high refresh OLEDs, and mini LEDs, and improved battery life. So what are the buying factors that we should consider? So this is a research answer, right? Now similarly, if I want to show you something else, if I would want to search maybe something like AI app builders. So now I've given this context. Now it has simply done a normal Google search. Now it knows which query to be taken as chat, which query to be taken as a normal search. Now I'll simply type some website. For example, if I'll say emergent.sh, it automatically opens that website. So it knows that this is a URL and it opens it directly. This is how smart the magic box is. Also, there are two modes. One is fast mode and one is thinking mode. For the answers, for if you want a research answer, then you can click on thinking mode and you can start doing it. This is how the magic box has been redesigned and refreshed. Next, for example, let me search for any topic. For example, properties to buy in India. So I'll just say properties to buy in India. It will there's so many websites. So this is the website. If I want to summarize, once you open any website, you can start the Neo chat from the side. So once you start the Neo chat, you can ask any questions about this website. For example, I'll ask, how does the UP affordable housing policy benefit potential home buyers? So it is searching for it and it is answering the question here. And if it answers the question, you can also select modes like fast mode or thinking mode, or you can add tabs, or you can add photos and context. And if you want to ask it to remember something, you can ask it to remember something and it will remember it for you. So and one more thing, for example, if I'll search for best cars to purchase in 2026, right? There are so many different websites that open him. If I don't want to open any website, there is a special feature for peek. I'll just simply hover over this website and there is a special Neo sign. I can click on peek and that visual representation of that page will come here without even opening the page. So I can save myself from going to any phishing website or any scam website. I can preview this and this is done. I can preview another website also. I can simply peek on this website and it is there. Right, so this is the website that can't be opened. It has also, there's also an option of summarization. I'll click on summarization, so it will summarize this for me. So this has summarized the page. So it offers diverse vehicle options, popular car models, vary by price, and explore specifications of the current model. So it has summarized the entire website if I don't want to open this page. So this is peak feature that Neo has. And you know, one more thing. So there are tabs on the top. So you can see there's a search tab. For example, if I want to talk about, let's say, Samsung S26 features, right? So I've searched for Samsung S26 features. I have opened another website. So now it has categorized this tab under technology. Now, for example, I would search for Apple WWDC. If I'll search for Apple WWDC, so it will, I'll just open this website. Let's see where it categorizes this. So it is categorized again under technology. Now for example, I would search for, let's say crafts in Australia. So it's like Australian craft ideas. If I'll just open this website, so it will create another tab for education. So all my tabs are sorted now. Otherwise I used to have a lot of tabs. Now all these tabs are sorted according to their main header. For example, education, and I'll have all the tabs that are related to education under this, technology related to this, and search related to this. And you also have an option for vertical tabs now. These are the horizontal tabs. If you want these tabs to be vertical, there is this button that you need to click on. So you can have these tabs as vertical, and you can simply select it again if you want to have these as horizontal. So horizontal and vertical tabs are again there. So for example, this is the document name, right? And I don't know what to write, so I want to get a suggestion from Neo on writing the title of this document. For example, this is Neo, and I'll just hover over this pointer and I'll click on Neo. Describe what you want to write. So I'll simply say title for a car's review page. So I'll just simply write on this, and Neo Composer will help me suggest the title, and I can simply click on accept, and my title is done. So Earth's Ultimate Car Reviews, Honest Insights and Expert Opinions. So you can simply help in your typing. So Neo can help you as a typing assistant anywhere and everywhere. For example, if you're writing emails, you can reply back to those emails with the Neo typing assistant. You can write on docs, you can write titles like this, and a lot more. There's also a summarize feature. For example, if I open dynamic programming here, so I'll have this article written on dynamic programming, and there's a question of overlapping subproblems. I'll simply select this entire problem and I'll click on Neo. So there's an option to summarize or explain. So I'll click on this option. So you can see it has summarized this entire concept here. I'll click on another option. I think it's explain. So it's basically, the second version is it will explain again the same problem. It's a dynamic programming method. So simply you can summarize anything and everything by selecting and hovering over it, and it summarizes it for you. And also one interesting feature that I found is it can remember context for you. It can store a memory for me. For example, if I want to ask it to remember my date of birth, remember my birthday is on November 2nd. So I'll just simply type in here and I'll click on chat. So it has noted, it will remember that my birthday is on November 2nd. So how I can check what all memories it has stored, and I can just simply toggle in, toggle out whether I want it to remember or not. So I'll simply go to settings. I'll click on the AI mode. So there's memories. So currently I allow Neo to save details on the chats and remember them for future responses that I ask it to remember. Now I'll click on manage. So I just asked it to remember my birthday is on November 2nd, so it is there. So this is how you can make Neo remember things, and next time you would ask it to tell about your birthday, it will automatically tell you about your birthday. For example, I'll start a new tab. I'll simply ask, when is my birthday? So I'll click on this. So it has given me the correct answer. My birthday is on November 2nd. If you would like to add reminder, plan a celebration, anything, you can do that. I can also set a reminder. I can also set anything else that I want. So this is also something that's super cool. So all these features help me make this as my everyday use browser, plus the added security that Norton comes with. I think that makes it super amazing. And there's one more feature for feed. You can build your own feed, or you can start, like, you can search for what's happening in the feed. So simply need to scroll up. So this is how the trending field comes in, like whatever is happening. For example, these are some of the latest news that you can see based upon the type of searches that I have. I search about cars, so I see some news related to cars, some news related to fly pass, some news related to some camera, something else, right? For example, if I want to create a feed that is specifically customized to me, I'll click on for you. So I'll click on add my interest. If I click on add interest, I'll simply say, let's say cars. I'll click on interest, say content. It'll do content. It'll say engineering. It'll do this. I'll say AI. It will save the interest. So all of these are there, and it will create a personalized feed for me now. So I've just submitted it, and it can help me create that feed. So there's something called magic feed also. So it is inspired by these examples where I can create my own Neo feed based upon the kind of interests I have. So it is giving me that customized feed for myself. Now I think it's all clear. Go check out the link in my description and download the Neo browser today with a lot of additional features that will not compromise your security, and you can get context anywhere, everywhere. You can use a lot of AI features within this browser, and this has been my power app that I've been using from past few months. Now with Neo refresh, I think a lot of new features are there to explore for you as well as for me, and I am super excited to do that. Let me know in the comments below, what do you think about it? If you have any doubts, also do put them in. This was it for this particular video. See you in another video. Till then, all the best, good luck,